Hey guys, Pinnacle here. Today I'm going to be doing my top 18 favorite types. Yes, as every type will be least favorite, best type in my opinion. I'm going to repeat that word as if I were Birdkeeper Toby or MNJTV. Opinion. Oh, I'm such a derp. Anyways, we should get started in this video by going over my least favorite type, fire. Now hold your pitchforks, please. I just don't like the fire type. Please don't judge me. I was never a big fan of Charmander. I know I'm gonna get lots of hate for that one. I sort of like Torchic. Transmission animations. Yes. Anyways, I don't know why I dislike it. I just don't. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Anyways, moving on to the next type. Looking at my magical cheat sheet here. I hate you fire types. You suck. Anyways, I guess the next type on there would have to be bug. There's some good bug types like Vikavolt, Leavanny. Those are all great bug types. But then we get to the ungood bug types like fucking Wurmple. There's just so many weaknesses to it. Yes, I know there's lots of weaknesses to ice too. But there can be counteractions to that. And all we ever see is bug and grass, bug and flying, and we gotta first have a bug and electric. So that counteracts the flying, but there's still the weakness to poison. The added electric makes it weak to ground. There's really no bug type that really has to counteract it for its weakness. Moving on to the next type, it would have to be electric. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, electric. Where do I even begin with this type? It bothers me so much. And so many levels. There's the good ones like Helioptile, Alolan Raichu, not regular Raichu. You suck! Anyways, I'm just gonna move on and cue the hate comments about my fire and electric opinion in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all of you. Alright. What's next? Alright. The dragon type. The dragon type is this low for one reason and one reason only. It is weak to itself. Prepare to kill! Ghost type is also weak to itself. I know. But ghost types have really epic legendaries. And what the frick is Dragonite? An obese Charmander with noodles coming out of its head? Anyways, dragon types can be strong if you train them up well, but let's just say it's the least favorite out of my favorites. Okay? Good. The next type, not because of your complaining, but it's because of my opinion, is the ghost type. Again, it's weak to itself. Sure, it can be psychic type Pokemon with Disappear, Fortnite. Actually, I've grown to love some ghost type Pokemon, like Chandelure is my favorite ghost type Pokemon by far. It's the best ghost type Pokemon in flippin' history, and if you have another opinion, post it down in the comments. I'll probably read it, but I won't post a reply to it. Ghost is really only weak to itself in dark types. But since there's a lot of dark types these days, that can be a huge problem. Like, if you're going up against my shiny Mega Absol with a ghost type, You're screwed. Screwed. Screwed, I tell you. The next Pokemon type on my list has to be Ice. I bet you're wondering what took it so long to get here. Well, for one, I don't utterly hate Scuds for no apparent reason. It doesn't have one weakness, making it annoying. It isn't weak to itself. It can have adaptabilities. And did I mention it's not weak to itself? It can have adaptabilities, like there's an Ice and Fighting. That can add a resistance to Rock and Steel. Sure, and plus it sort of gains like a normality to flying, and it's still weak to it, fighting and fire, but still a lot less weaknesses can be added to the Ice type if you use it correctly. And yes, there's 4 weaknesses, which is why it's the next weak type on this list. The next type on this list, I would have to give to Flying. I'm sorry, Birdkeeper Toby, I'm really, really sorry, but it always has normal type. Why can't there just be a plain Flying type? I'm getting brief. Moving on from my weird little rant there. Flying is also weak to one of the weakest types because of its 4. It has 4 weaknesses, and it's also weak to electric. And since everyone loves Pikachu and Charjabug these days, you're at a pretty dang weakness there. Moving on to my next type, it's going to be normal because it's at every single flying type. Plus, it may only have 1 weaknesses, but why can't it be super effective against anything? Like, add a new type and make it like Copper or something. Don't tell me that's Steel. Copper's different than Steel. Look it the hell up. Google it. Comment down below if you get the Google it reference. But still, if you added something that normal could be like Copper, because people manufacture Copper, or make Steel weak to normal, because normal humans manufacture Steel and whatnot, I don't know, then normal could be a lot more useful and used in battle. Well, don't get me wrong, everyone loves Bunnelby, but that's because they added ground type to it. Nobody loves Bidoof. Nobody. We must never love Bidoof. The next type I'm crossing out on the list to be my favorite type is Rock. Seriously, I've been literally crossing them out. Anyways, my point is, Rock can be very defensive and offensive if you train it up, but the rest of their stats being speed, HP, special defense, and attack, it's usually pretty not that well unless you train it up. Speed is always low, let's face it, it's a Rock type. There's some good Rock types like Gigalith, Graveler. I think it's pointless to trade Pokemon to freaking evolve them, unless blah blah blah, you mean, yeah. My point being, the bee moving, that Rock isn't that good of a type. Next type on this list is Ground. Sure, it's the only type that beats Electric, but it's also weak to Ice, Grass, and Water, which can be a disadvantage because Water is the most abundant Pokemon type in history, and Ice has a 4 times weakness. So if you're weak to Ice, you probably don't have a chance of getting a spot on this list. But maybe he does. I don't know. It's my opinion. Deal with it. Next up, we have the Water type. water types can be extremely annoying. Well, let's just say it's the least favorite out of my liked Pokemon types. Alright, said that was Dragon, but that was out of my least favorite out of my favorites. Now these are the least favorite out of my liked favorites. Anyways, water is just abundant. It's annoying. Annoying can be good, but it can usually be pretty weak in stats. Looking at you, Oshawott. Or should I say, the Brock Pokemon? Anyways, moving on from that, we are going to go into the next type. Poison. Now, this is where I'm really getting to the nitty gritty. Nitty gritty. This was actually a tough choice to me between two types. But in the end, the other type won over because it's more types. All poison beads are... Wait. Yeah. Not really... just be more types. I'm such a dumb butt. Anyways, but I'm still going to put it lower because I like it a bit less because it can be annoying. Freaking Roxy! I told you 10 times the loss! It's because I picked Snivy. I love Snivy. Anyways, they can be very useful if you train them up correctly. As I said, we're getting to the nitty gritty here. Like, I freaking love poison types. But they just got knocked out to this next type. Fighting. Like in fighting my neurofibromatosis here. Fighting types can be extremely useful and powerful with some of the most strongest moves, like close combat, low sweep, karate chop, brick break, detect. All of those stuff can be extremely useful, which is why they got to this next spot on the list. Can you read my mind about this next? Hey, Hando, what? Can you read my mind about this next type? What the hell am I doing? It's psychic. Sure, just beats out poison, but it's also weak to dark, which is kind of abundant in a bunch of Pokemon nowadays, as I've said before. Which can be extremely annoying. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But anyways, there's a bunch of strong psychic type Pokemon out there like Alakazam, Medicham, and whatnot. And sure, Medicham has that weakness to dark, strengthness to dark. But that doesn't hold the fact that psychic type moves don't affect dark, like, at all. It's like the fairy dragon thing. Yeah. At number 4, we have one of the stronger types, Fairy. Sure, it can KO dragon, it can kill your Dragon Knight, but in reality, it's got good stats, but why are they all so nice and light, except for Granbull? Like, make darker fairy type Pokemon, like Woodway, make a dark fairy type, make it ominous. Fairies aren't always good. Once upon a time, I think, yeah. Just for lack of design ethic, I have to give Fairy 4th. Coming at number 3 is the strongest canonically type Pokemon, Steel. These are powerhouses, but if we're getting to my favorites, this is the extreme nitty gritty. This is like, that's Pinna pulling out theories just so we can get more subscribers. And those theories are all false-staffed. Maybe come up with some truth for once. Or shall I call you Donald Trump too? Anyways, we're just gonna move on from that because I feel like I've said enough about the steel type. Because I don't have much to say about it. It's the steel type, it's a powerhouse, but it's not really my favorite. So yeah. Coming in number 2 is the dark type. Yep, number 2 is the dark type. Nah, I'm kidding. Number 2 is grass. And it's mainly to its weakness to ice. What used to be my favorite type, I've grown to love the dark type. Grass types are not. The main reason why grass got moved down to number 2 is because of its weakness to ice, which I just realized and remembered. I literally just switched it in my opinion now. Grass, yep, you had that right. Grass was originally going to be number 1 when I started to make this list. But I had a slight opinion mind change as I was recording. Opinions can change at any time, folks. Now, let's go into the reasoning why I chose dark as my number 1 pick. Darkness is extremely powerful and can freak out anyone. There's Darkrai. There's a bunch of dark type Pokemon that are cool. There's so many opportunities to counteract its weaknesses. It's just a well-balanced type. And it's just amazing as frick. Don't say frick. But now let's go into a couple more reasons why grass only got 2. I love grass types. If you don't know, I'm a huge fan of Leafeon. Best evolution. By far. But again, they are weak to ice, flying, and bug, and poison. And fire. They have the most weaknesses just ahead of ice. They can be extremely powerful because they can be paired up with another type, but still, they're kind of hard to work with. But if you train them up right and use them right like I do, they can be extremely useful in battle. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this top 18 of my favorite Pokemon types list. Like, subscribe, and kick that sub button in the face. Bye!